as the plane's going down. It's my favorite. Hey.
Normally, although less frequently, we ask for a recap from somebody. But we're not going to do that. That's what VODs are for.
Hey.
I will say, welcome to Paradise, Michigan Genesis, Season 3, Episode 27, Never Tear Us Apart. The halls stretch vast and endless, gleaming white tile under humming fluorescent light. Green doors with brass handles line both sides, repeating like a reflection caught between mirrors, each one identical, yet each one somehow wrong. The air is too still, too bright. It's the kind of silence that almost feels alive. Then, shiver through the stillness. A sudden crash of breaking glass echoes far away, followed by the slamming of a door. A child's thin cry leaks into the corridor, reverberating as if bouncing between the walls, distorted and distant. A blur cuts at the edge of vision. A shadowy figure flickers past our view, warped and indistinct, almost as though it is both there and not there. A beat later, we see two pairs of legs thunder after it, sneakers striking the tile in frantic rhythm. The sound of pursuit vanishes into the distance. Then comes the roar, deep, inhuman, shaking the air like it is fabric straining to tear. It's a roar of frustration. The camera lingers as we see another empty hallway. It stretches on, still and infinite. The only sound is the fluorescent buzzing, too loud now, too jagged. The silence between each flicker of light seems to stretch longer and darker. And then suddenly, TJ and Rosie explode into the frame, sprinting. The perspective snaps with them, pulled forward as if dragged into their flight. Their eyes are wide, their breaths ragged. They glance back, and we see, behind TJ and Rosie, the mirror world is collapsing. The green doors shatter like glass, brass handles tumbling into the void. The tiled floor crumples as though it is only paint peeling from a canvas. The fluorescent tubes pop one by one, spraying sparks before vanishing into blackness. The hallway behind them folds inward, implodes, unmaking itself into an abyss that devours detail, devours light. TJ and Rosie run harder, the last fragments of the hallway falling away at their heels. The buzzing lights ahead, pulling them forward with everything behind collapsing into nothing. With an almost frantic desperation, they round a corner and find themselves no longer in the endless hallways of the Nexus laboratory of the mirror world. But instead, TJ and Rosie, you find yourself in the main hall of Paradise Academy.
Oh my god.
There I am.
TJ, you look different all of a sudden. Oh shit, never mind.
You are in uniform.
Ugh.
The second bell has just rung, and students are rushing to their classes. The last few stragglers, you hear doors, the green doors with the brass handles, closing, doosh, 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 all down the hallway. You just see as somebody rounds the corner. But it's the two of you, TJ and Rosie, standing in that main hall on the first floor, just outside of the school office. What do you do?
I guess I would kind of like look at myself and look at TJ. Is he wearing he's wearing his uniform, you said?
Yep, you're both in uniform.
Then I would like look at the clock. Like, what time is it?
The clock is spinning backwards.
Oh, Christ. Okay, well, that tracks. Like, what is this? What do we do?
Where are we? Are we at the
We're
school?
we're at the academy, man. But like, why?
This doesn't make sense to me either.
What do we do?
So what? The time is going just backwards, so we don't have a definitive time.
The clock on the wall is spinning backwards.
I try to look at my watch on my wrist.
Is it an analog watch or a digital watch?
I don't know. Digital.
It reads 8888.
I thought it was just gonna say boo.
Well, that's not.
Okay,
Well, that's
It
not
reads
well.
8008.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm like,
So,
what do we do?
well, I was trying to figure out what time it was so we could see where we're supposed to be. Do you?
Mr. Adkins!
Been there?
Miss
Turn
Gunnarsson,
around.
shouldn't you be in class? You hear a voice from the office of
Miss
Vice
Adams?
Principal Sharp.
Oh,
What time is it, sir?
It's time for you to be in class. You know, and he looks at his watch, the day starts at...
oh shit. Dr. Sharp, I got in a little late today. What hour is it? Totally lost track of time.
Where do you think you're supposed to be, Miss Gunnarsson? Rosie, where do you think you should be?
My God.
It could be a class.
Geometry?
It could be it could be a class. It could be a extracurricular activity.
Extracurricular activity. I mean, like,
A
sir,
sport?
it could be. I mean, it could be anywhere. I don't know.
Well, we're
American
both in
lit.
sports. Should we go-
American lit.
Picked American Lit.
As soon as Rosie says American Lit, TJ and Rosie, you are sitting in American Lit class.
Oh boy.
This is wrong. This is wrong. This is a waste of time.
Shh.
This is a waste of. We're not supposed to be here.
Rosie's like.
This is a
gripping her
waste of
desk.
time.
This is bad.
There-
Oh God, we're gonna get in trouble.
It's like we both know that we're not here. Okay? This is a distraction. We need to go. And I'm like, and I go to leave the room. Let's go.
Miss Whitman stands up and blocks the door as you start to leave, TJ. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Adkins? The test is about to begin.
Oh God. Oh no.
Unless you think there's somewhere else you should be.
I do. I need to use the restroom. And
TJ and
kinda
Rosie, you
separate-
find yourself in the boys' bathroom on the second floor.
Fuck you! Why? Ow! Why did you have to do that? We had a place to sit down there at least. In this room. Oh,
But we're not
God.
supposed.
Boys are gross. God. He's so stunned. He's offended. Hey, while TJ, unsticks himself, why don't you check us out at redbubble.com. At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of great logos. We got ones like I'm wearing, ones like Jeremy is wearing. It's so many others. You can get logos for our Cool Kids on Bikes game. You can get them for any fantasy game that you play. You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, postcards, pillows, and all kinds of other cool stuff. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com. Especially if it's your first time shopping. So why don't you check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain. God damn it. And also, they have other fun stuff that you can get, like pens and phone cases and masks. And my God, the sky's
Rosie?
the limit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you back?
My man. My man. My man.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know why my
You're good, brother. You're good.
stuff keeps kicking out.
Okay.
Don't worry. I was about to roll with it, so
Oh my
if
god.
you cut out again, you and Rosie might get separated.
Shit. Don't leave me.
As I
Don't
said,
leave me. Fuck you. No. No. Okay. Whew. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, I'm back again.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Sorry, I might have to switch to my phone here if this doesn't
It's cool.
stop doing this.
All right, so the two of you are in the
Alright,
boys'
so where are
bathroom. You're in the boys' bathroom on the second floor.
We need to get to the lab. Take us to the lab.
You are now on the chemistry lab on the basement level.
Stop doing that, please. I think I'm gonna puke. Are we gonna like be here?
Do
now
you have a
for
better
little bit?
idea?
No, just I want to be in one place and stay in one place. Why are we here? Why
Rosie.
do we want to be here?
What would you consider to be one of the most important places to you in relation to Paradise Academy or within the town of Paradise?
Honestly, like probably like the gym. It was where like the dance happened, and it's where sports happen and dodgeball and like all of like several main events have happened here in the gym.
As you say, you just want to be in one place that stays and stops changing. The two of you find yourself standing in the middle of the gymnasium.
Oh, thank God.
Over in one corner, some kids are playing ping pong. In another corner, there's a dodgeball game going on. In the other corner, Laz is standing at a punch bowl with Coop, who are both wearing semi-formal attire, and there is 80s music playing and some of the decorations from the big dance. And over in the fourth corner of the gym are a bunch of kids taking the presidential physical fitness test.
Oh God.
They're running shuttle. They're running they're doing the shuttle run.
Oh my God. It's like, oh, this is better. Okay. We just need to figure out why we're here.
You can try talking to Les, but
I will.
we've got to get out of here. This is a waste of time. We're not supposed to be here.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Laz. I guess I don't know, go play ping pong or something. And I like march over towards where the punch bowl is and be like, and I kind of like roll up, and I'm just happy to see. You said he's standing there with Coop.
Yeah, just remember Laz was punished to work the punch bowl at the big dance, and Coop was not
drunk.
punished, but was partaking of the spiked punch. I believe, if memory serves, Coop was wearing a tuxedo t-shirt.
Yes, that was when Party Time Coop was born.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
God,
I am
forgot
definitely
about that. God damn it.
keeping an eye on the conversation.
Rosie,
There's a little spring in my step.
This
as I
whole
walk over
time-
towards Laz.
this whole time since you've suddenly found yourself in Paradise, TJ keeps stuttering out of existence.
Ooh, I hate that. I don't like that one bit.
Like
No.
you hear him start to say something, and then he cuts out, and it's like he's not there.
Oh man,
I am again.
this can't be good. Anyway, I'm walking over to Laz and Coop, and as I walk up, I'm like, "Hey, I guess I'm a little underdressed." And I look at myself, and I'm wearing my stupid uniform still, and I walk over, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing here? What's going on?"
I told you, Claire ratted out on me, so I have to stand here all night. Coop's hanging with me, but I think he's had a little too much punch.
Did you
know what I'm
have
saying.
any of the punch? It's so good.
Oh my God, you're shitting me. And I look at, I for just a second, Rosie, this whole bullshit with the mirror world and everything is like lost, and Rosie just exists in this moment as it was very much at the dance. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. Laz, this already happened. This is. Look around. This is not the dance. This is like a repeat. It's like a rerun of like a show, and you're here and Coop's here, but this has already happened once, and I'm here with TJ. You know TJ, and we're trying to.
Who the
get
hell's
out of here.
TJ?
Oh fuck!
I thought you were with that other guy.
Is that your friend standing next to you who looks like you? Oh, Laz, I don't feel very good.
You need to slow down on that punch, buddy.
I look at where Coop's pointing at my friend who looks like me next to me.
No, Coop's just seeing a couple of you at this
double.
point.
I get it. I'm a dumb. That's why. So I just look and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like, well, okay. All right. Are you guys okay? Are you doing as okay as you can be?
I mean, this place kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's all right. What?
Hearing Laz
I'm
say
having
this
a great
place sucks
time.
is such a comfort in this moment in these trying times. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'll see you around then.
Rosie,
Kind of like, yeah.
as you're saying this, you glance around the gym and you notice that besides Laz and Coop, you see Oak and Billy, you see Anne and Jessica.
That's new.
You see TJ. You see Principal Gunnarsson, Ashley Raven, Miss Adams. You basically see pretty much anybody you've interacted with since you've been in Paradise, Michigan.
This is weird.
Of all of these people, you find yourself searching. Who, amongst all the people you've interacted with, is the most important person to Rosie? Who means the most?
That I haven't seen already, or just
Nope.
anybody?
Even if you've talked to them already.
Well, I mean, it's obviously Laz. Sorry, Coop. I'm so sorry, Coop. It's Laz for sure.
As you search around and you realize
Oh, you motherfucker! If I don't
that
see
it's
you, I'm gonna-
you realize that it's Laz. You turn and you realize it's just you and Laz standing there. Just the two of you. TJ, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here if you can
Okay.
hear me.
TJ, in the meantime, you've noticed that Rosie's been flickering in and out of existence for you. And you also are in the midst of this gymnasium. You see these different events taking place. You also look around the gym and you see all of the people that you've interacted with in Paradise, including Oak and Laz and Rosie and Billy and Coop and Jessica and Anne, and you see your father. You see I'm blanking on what I was going to say that you see, but you see all of these people that are important to you. You do notice in one corner of the room where the kids are playing dodgeball, in the shadows where between the bleachers and the little hallway that leads towards the boys' locker room, you see the shadow detaching itself and beginning to move in and amongst the kids. They seem completely oblivious to its presence, but you realize that amidst everybody else, you also see Ndawa Aki moving. You notice that the shadow seems to move around and looking at the faces of each kid. Not finding what it's looking for, it moves on to another kid, but it is checking each face slowly, methodically, working its way towards your corner. Who? Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I know this is wrong. I know where I should be, and this isn't it. I am going to pull the fire alarm.
Where should you be?
And
As you think that you shouldn't be here, where should you be?
I should be. I'm in the weird mirror world, and I know that. And this is wrong. And I'm going to pull the fire alarm.
Okay. Who, amongst all of these people in your life, is the most important person to you?
Well, it is, yeah, well, at this point, it would have to be Jessica.
Don't sound so begrudging about it.
I know.
It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound
I guess
begrudging.
it's Jessica.
It sounds more to me like somebody who doesn't want to admit it out loud.
Wow.
You know, when you
A little puppy love.
you're suddenly forced to say your crush name out loud.
Jessica, oh God.
As you reach for the fire alarm, Jessica is standing there next to it, and you realize it's just you and Jessica in the gym.
Oh, we are separated. Fuck. Oh no.
What do you say to her?
Hey. I'm sorry.
I take a heavy sigh, and as I look at her, I know this isn't right. And I lean in to her. I reach past her and I pull the fire alarm.
Okay. Rosie, as you're standing
You
there
motherfucker.
facing Lass,
Yeah.
it's just the two of you. And Laz looks at you and says to you, "Would you sacrifice everything for me?"
Ooh. Rosie looks confused at first. That's a little heavy for Lass. But Rosie kind of like, she doesn't say it, but she like nods. And she's kind of like, yeah.
Laz, in your words, how would you convey the idea to Rosie, the seriousness of this question, and interpret it how you will, but the question that you said to her, and this, keep in mind, this obviously isn't you per se, but I want you to take on this role of ensuring that Rosie is truly willing to sacrifice everything for you.
I mean, like everything, like all the iterations. Oak, Coop, Jessica, Billy, like everything with your mom and Persephone and Ashley, Paradise in general, just everything. Would you turn it all off? Would you have it all just undone, stopped?
Rosie takes like a half a step back at that, and you're like, "What are you talking about? Why do you need to know that?"
I have to know. I need to know. And I have to know right now.
That's not fair. That's so many people. That's so much.
It's just the way that it is. You have to choose, Rosie. But I have to know. Would you?
Rosie, somewhere in the distance, you hear the blaring of a fire alarm. And you see behind Laz the decoration that says Midnight Masquerade Homecoming Dance 1985 is starting to rapidly age and decay and peel and fall off the wall. You see the wood of the bleachers that are folded up against the wall rapidly aging, the varnish yellowing and then chipping and cracking, the wood turning gray as you realize the collapse of the mirror world is starting to reach this space.
I would shake my head and I would say, Laz, I love you. I really, really do. But that's not. This isn't you. This isn't.
Do you love me enough
to sacrifice everybody? You wouldn't
Rosie! Rosie!
You wouldn't ask me to do that. That's not. This isn't you.
I have to know.
Gotta go!
And I kind of like am barely hearing TJ. It's almost like he's yelling like through a pillow. And I would just say like, and I would shrug and I would just say, if push came to shove, I think I would.
TJ would run up as she's finishing that statement, grabbing her arm and yanking her away from the conversation.
Before you do that, and we haven't gotten to your scene yet.
Oh, sorry.
This still happens. TJ does come running up to you.
Yeah.
But the TJ that comes running up to you and grabs your arm, his face momentarily goes like this.
Oh, God.
And shadow opens out. And you hear, Rosie, we gotta go. We gotta go. You've answered this question twice now, girl. Both times you've said yes. It is amazing to see what you are willing to do. And without turning away from you, you see TJ's hand, but you know it's Indawa Aki, that reaches out and grabs this Laz by the throat. It's good to know that you're willing to sacrifice everything. And with a simple, it breaks this Laz's neck.
Oh my God.
It releases Laz, and he never falls to the ground. There's just dust.
I fucking freak out and attack whatever's holding on to me, and it might be TJ, and I don't give a shit. That I am incensed.
As you freak out, we're gonna cut to TJ.
Oh my God.
Who is reaching past Jessica for the fire alarm. But as you reach past Jessica, it's nothing there. There's no wall because you're facing the other direction. You turn and Jessica's still standing there. And Jessica's voice says the same thing that Laz said to Rosie. Will you sacrifice everything for me? And M, to whatever degree you want to take Jessica's interaction in this place, go ahead.
Yeah, Jessica, I think she looks very earnestly, and I imagine if TJ looks like he's going to run away, Jessica grabs his hand and looks to him and says, "You were my only connection in the mirror world, the only person that I could talk to. If I asked you to do that again, to be the only person, just us, we could get away from all of this. We wouldn't have to think about anything. Wouldn't that be..." And she closes her eyes. There's tears as she looks back at you. Would you do that for me? Get away from all of this?
I think he hesitates, and you can see the longing and but also the anguish on his face as he's it's obviously he's wants to just leap out and say yes, but he almost has a tear in his eye, and he looks up at you and he goes, "You're not Jessica. Jessica wouldn't say that to me. Jessica knows me. You think you do. So, no. Jessica, yes. You know." And he reaches for the alarm again.
You reach for the alarm, and again, you find yourself, it's as if you're reaching and suddenly you're facing the other direction again. Except this time Jessica's not alone. There is a scientist in a lab coat standing next to Jessica, wearing a Nexus Laboratories identification card, but all of the logos and the writing on it is backwards. And they're holding a clipboard, and they lean over to Jessica and say, I believe what he said was, "Jessica, yes, you know." We're going to count that as one affirmative and one negative answer. Press him further and get him to say yes or no. He doesn't believe you're actually Jessica. Make him believe. And you hear all of that, TJ.
Okay, I'm gonna start backing up into the toward.
You back up and you hit the wall.
Toward Rosie.
You back up and you hit the. You don't see Rosie.
Okay.
You and Jessica and the scientist are the only ones in this room.
All right. Well. Okay. So I am going to close my eyes and attempt to use power tokens.
What are you going to try to do?
I am going to try to drown all of this out. So, you know how I was picking things out of thin air before?
Mm-hmm.
I take a a big boom box, and I put a cassette tape in, and I push play, and I crank the music. And
what song is it?
It is.
I feel like this matters.
It does. It is. And I look back up, and I am in, because I had said we need to be unpredictable. And so I am in full D. Snyder freaking regalia. and I crank the song "We're Not Gonna Take It"
Oh my god, yes!
and
Okay.
crank it like as loud as it could possibly be to interrupt this.
So, I'm going to create this challenge. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. You're going to spend power tokens. You have a maximum of 6 power tokens. I'm not going to set a DC. Instead, Jessica, for every power token TJ rolls, I want you to roll one.
Ooh.
At the end of 6 power tokens, we'll see if TJ is successful or not. Does that make sense?
Just whoever wins.
All
Do they
right.
still both explode and everything like normal?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. All explosions.
Are they secret rolls? Like are
nope.
M's rolls secret or?
Nope. Nope. I want TJ to roll, tell us the number, and then Jessica to roll and tell us the number.
So we're rolling 6 power tokens?
Yeah.
Rolling D6s, rolling a total of 6 power tokens. So roll
Ready?
your first dice each.
I'll help you, I will help you, Craig. Here I go.
6, yes.
So that's an explosion.
Come on. And 11.
So that's
So-
11 on 1.
11 on 1. Jess?
I also exploded. I got a 4, so that's 10.
Okay.
That's a breath.
Second die.
6 again. Come on.
All right.
Do it again. 2, 8 more.
So
Got a 3.
19 to 13 on 2. Dice 3.
Yep.
6 again.
Jesus.
Check those dice. Jeez.
2. 8 again.
So 27 versus
Yep.
4.
17. What was your die roll, Craig?
Card as well.
3.
3. That's 30 on 4.
And Jess?
I got a 14. I exploded twice.
That is 31 as M pulls into the lead.
Oh, wow. On die 4, 30 to 31. Roll die 5, TJ.
5.
Okay, 35. Die 5, Jess.
I got a 3.
34. Good lord. So close.
Oh my god. What a nail biter.
Coming down to the final
Come
here.
on, go. And another 5.
So
40
40
for
from
Craig.
TJ.
I exploded. I got a 9.
So that's, oh my god. So that's 43 for M. The final
40 to
is
43.
40 to 43.
TJ.
So-
You expend everything that you have. You feel that you've lost. You feel the loss of power. You now have a maximum of 5 power tokens. And you're standing there dressed as Dee Schneider, and you've got this big, ridiculous, like something you'd see in a music video, boombox, and you press play. And what you hear is the voice of your father. Always trying to take shortcuts. This is your fate. You can't shortcut fate. Answer the question. And Jessica just looks at you. The scientist is no longer there. Jessica, you need to know. One final time. If he's willing to sacrifice everything for you.
Jess is going to look to TJ and she looks confused and she blinks. Where am I? Are we at the school? She looks around. She looks at what you're wearing and she kind of smiles. What's happening? Where? And she looks concerned at you.
We're not supposed to be here.
Where is here?
We're supposed to be in the mirror. We're supposed to be trying to get out. We're not supposed to be here. This is a wasting time.
Yeah,
it's another fucking trick. And he's getting angry.
We're at the lab, TJ. We're looking for you and Rosie. We're trying to get you out.
How do I know it's you? Show me it's you.
She, furrows her brow.
And I look at her intently and I said, you know exactly what I mean. Show me it's you.
So, she is going to... Now, this might be M messing this up, so just as a warning. TJ had the necklace that he had pressed up against the mirror before he had gone in. And if my memory serves, I think Jess grabbed it as TJ was falling down. That's what I remember.
I remember that. That happened.
So, if that is correct, but that's what Jess does, is she brings out this locket and she shows it to you. I've been keeping this safe. And she holds it out to you.
Yeah, Jess?
Oh God.
I need
Is it really you?
She nods and she smiles and she says, we have to get out of here. We're trying to get you out, but she looks around. I don't see Rosie. And she's where? But we have to go. Come with me. And she holds out her hand to TJ with the locket interlaced in it.
Ouch. Ouch, my heart.
He can't, and he doesn't sense anything else.
It's her, man. I lost fair and square.
There is no dice roll attributed to this. You have to just make a decision.
He's gonna start following her, and he's going to, are you leading him out of the gym?
Yeah. If TJ grabs her hand, she'll turn.
He puts his hand in hers as she starts walking him toward the door. He pulls the fire alarm.
Fucking fire alarm.
You pull the fire
I'm
alarm.
very stickler on this goddamn fire alarm.
You pull the fire alarm. You successfully pull the fire alarm.
Congratulations.
Oh, damn it!
You
Let
did
me
it.
out!
Jess, you hear this time not in your head, but in your ear, like through an earpiece. You hear, make him confirm it.
Oh my God.
You see Jess turns to you, TJ. We have to go. Tell me that no matter what happens, even if, and she looks earnest, we might not be able to save Rosie. We might not be able to save the others. I need to know you're in this with me. Please, TJ, I I can't be left alone again.
What did you say? We might have to what?
She looks like very sad. I don't know if we can save both of you. I don't know if we can save the others. They're hurt. I need to know that you're with me. Just tell me you're with me.
Jess? I'm sorry. I'm with Rosie. You are not Jess. You are not Jess. You are not Jess. You are not Jess.
Fuck.
You are not Jess.
Jess begins.
And I yell out Rosie's name again.
You yell out Rosie's name again as Jessica's face goes, and Indawa Aki slithers out. So, you've made your decision. The one person you cared for above everyone else, and you will not sacrifice everything for her. You're making this too easy.
I won't sacrifice to you.
I'm already winning. And the Indawa Aki, like ripping fabric, and as the rest of Jess tears away, there's just nothing there. The illusion of the gymnasium tears away. And Rosie and TJ, you find yourselves standing in a empty room in the mirror world of the Nexus Laboratories. There's an open door on the one wall. Where there would be an open door is the doorway that's falling apart. As the mirror world continues to collapse, you have completed the second challenge. Rosie.
Oh, God.
You decided that you would sacrifice everything for Laz. Congratulations, you won that challenge.
Oh my God! Okay, phew.
But there will be a cost.
I don't want that though.
However, your DC is reduced. Your final DC is reduced by a number.
Okay.
That is greater than the number it was increased by at the end last challenge. TJ, you did not believe that it was Jessica. You have failed the challenge. You have failed to admit to yourself that you were willing to sacrifice everything for Jessica because your doubt got in the way. Your DC has increased by a number greater.
Oh.
That's right.
As the two of you are reeling from what has just happened, we shift back to the others. But as we see the two of you in this darkened room, the only light coming from the open door, we see the two of you in the room getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you're just a little point of white light. And as the camera continues to move, we come out of Laz's eye. Laz, you have just seen everything that has just happened.
Oh.
And you are a little disoriented, unsure of where you are or how you got here. The last thing you really remember is the things that happened after you blasted Persephone, and you were running with the two younger boys, and the things that happened in the last episode you were here. You've kind of been stumbling along with them. As you look around, not only do you see Coop and Oak, you see Jessica, and most pointedly, you see Billy and Anne standing there, and for some reason, Billy is dressed like John Travolta from Grease.
I forgot about that. That's awesome. That's
Remind me, because this part, I just, for some reason, I'm blanking on it. You guys, had you guys left the auditorium yet? Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You are all standing in a 20-foot by 20-foot room.
We left the room.
Oh, you left the room.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Tell us where you are, because apparently I don't even remember where you are.
Coop brought down the walls and destroyed the Persephone's fake perception of everything.
Yes.
And we were in a 20 by 20 room with the green door with the brass handle open to the Nexus hallways, and we left the room and realized Oak told us that we were shockingly close to the medical wing.
Yes, and importantly, Oak realized that Persephone has been messing with your all's perception and remembered that she had previously astral projected herself, and that the realization was that Laz, when he blasted Persephone, blasted a projection of her, not the real her. The room that you have just exited had the sign H0L0D3CK on it. But as you come out of this room and are starting to walk down the hall in the direction that Oak indicated, you notice that Laz has sort of stopped shuffling along with you. As Laz, you come out of this fugue state, having just witnessed even the words that you were saying. It was like being in a dream. You were saying these things, but with no real control over what you were saying, though you kind of felt like you did. You know what I mean? So you basically, everything that's happened so far this session, you have witnessed.
I think he like physically stumbles forward into like whatever wall is opposite where he's been standing, just kind of catching himself and leaning down and breathing heavily, like as if he had been holding his breath for like an extended period of time. He's trying to catch air in his lungs again.
I imagine you were probably stumbling towards the back with poor, slow Coop. Coop looks at you and goes, "Whoa, are you okay?"
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's something I was really seeing happening, or if it was something that Persephone was doing. I saw Rosie and TJ. They're inside the mirror, I think, but like the mirror is like the whole world is like reverse origami. It's like folding in on itself. And they're trying to get out, but that shadow thing is fucking with them. It's trying to test them or something.
Okay. Well, if we can get to her room, like I said, I think we can make some sort of a beacon that'll guide them there. The issue is, though, that if we guide them there, we can also potentially guide in Dawa, and then how do we stop that from happening? I don't know that much, but at least we have that to go on.
Yeah, see, Oak has a plan. None of us understand it.
Yeah, I know it's complicated, and I'm thinking it up on the fly. But if it works, and if kind of looks to you, Coop, if we can somehow play defense against Persephone, if she's still out there, then I think we can get this done. I do believe we can bring them back. But I need... And he kind of looks to Laz. It needs to harmonize. Like the cave. It needs... There... And he kind of like, it hits him. He's like, it makes sense that to get a beacon to work, you need to send a signal that is harmonic and synchronized. So, like, if we can all kind of work together, we can see that and hopefully get them to follow it.
Okay. So maybe someplace, maybe we need to get back to Rosie's physical body, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
We got to get...
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we get back
that's
to her
where
room.
we were
Back to her.
heading. Are you sure you're okay?
Look, I was kind of not here, but kind of here. It's hard to explain.
It's been a long week for you there, bud. I know. It's okay.
Yeah, come on, we're almost there.
All right, let's see if we can't maybe lock this place down and, like you said, Oak, maybe make some kind of a harmony machine or something.
That's what I'm gonna try to do when we get in there.
I think we gotta hurry. Come on.
Move.
Yep. Hustle. Just, and if the biggins want to just like pick me up and carry, like, I'm good too. I'll backpack on
Yoda style.
whoever. Yeah.
Billy would have no problem, carrying Oak or Coop or both or whatever.
Just, I imagine Billy's
Billy's
just going
got
through
one under each arm.
going
That's
through
what I
the
was saying.
aisles
I
and just
I
sweep
think Anne
up,
is
pick,
also as strong
go.
as I am. So like, we could each
That's
carry one
fair.
of them.
Yeah.
just shovel, lift, and go.
Strong, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Can
So
we
we're
take
just
the hobbits to
hoofing it.
Isengard?
Yeah, we're hoofing it down the aisles, and I think that Oak's just pointing out which turns to turn where and how to get there as fast as humanly possible.
So, Anne and Billy are picking up Oak and Coop. Laz and Jess, are you leading the way? Are you following? I guess if Oak is being held aloft by one of the two, then they're probably leading the way. So the two of Laz and Jess, you're probably behind. Jess, I would like you to make me a grit check, please.
Oh. Okay. Where's my grit? D12. Ha! 1.
Oh shit.
Not very gritty.
I just need to... So your grit is a D12?
Yep.
Was that one of Anne's boosted stats?
Yep. +3 Anne gets.
Plus 3 to a D12. Settle, jeez. So a 6 total. Jess, as Anne and Billy pick up the two younger boys and start heading off, Anne is physically stronger and more athletic than you, as is Billy. And the two of them, even under the weight of these kids, they move a little quicker. And there's a point very quickly where Anne rounds a corner before you round the corner. And you suddenly feel, as she goes around that corner, you feel as if something has grabbed hold of your heart and has begun to squeeze. And it's almost like it's grabbing hold of your chest from the inside and yanks you forward, and you stumble forward
Oh.
for a few steps until you see Anne as you round the corner.
That's not good.
As soon as you see Anne and you're a little bit closer, you sort of catch, and you still feel the pain of that sudden literally it feels like something grabbed your heart.
Oof.
And it releases.
Yeah, and Jess is going to stop. And she's going to try and run the other way. She wants to see something.
Just to experiment.
Let's go ahead and roll grid again.
Okay.
Oh, that had some backspin on it.
Yeah, it did.
And
I got
Somebody
a 4.
hurled that thing.
I was like, whoa.
You really fucking chucked that.
Anne got a 13. So you don't even turn. As soon as you stop moving, you feel that tightening around your chest, and your shoes literally go,
Oh,
and you are
wow.
dragged
No.
in the direction of Anne.
Does Laz see this?
Yeah, I think so. If you two are right at, kind of, we're walking together.
Because I think Laz, you would hear the sound of squeaking sneakers as you see Jess being, like, pulled down the hallway.
Jess, what the fuck?
You see, like, fear in Jess's eyes as she looks to you. But I think as soon as you exclaim, she just, like, puts her fingers up and, like, shush. Like, don't. And she, I think, is going to very quickly, like, she, like, grabs onto your arm and, like, walks with you down this hallway. She wants to put the maximum amount of distance between her and Anne, so hopefully they can't hear, but also she doesn't want to get pulled by her heart again.
Like you do.
And she leans over to Laz. I think Anne and I are, like, tethered together.
You mean like literally? And he kind of indicates like the motion that she had just moved.
Yeah, Jess nods.
Well, that's gonna be awkward.
It looks like I can only be about,
15 feet.
15 feet away. You cannot tell Anne. Please, promise me.
You don't think she's gonna figure it out?
She might, but she looks at... I know she's here, but...
You still
She's
don't trust
like...
her?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can tell Jess is having, like, a hard time saying it. And she looks to you, like, relieved that you said it, and then nods.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't trust her, and honestly, I kind of don't trust Billy whenever he's around her.
She has gotten, like, into his head. I saw it. I don't know what she could do with this, but I don't think she should know that I'm tied to her, or she's tied to me.
You think she's maybe not actually helping us get Rosie out of the mirror place?
I think Anne will do whatever it takes for her to be free of all of this. So if that means helping Rosie out, then yeah, she will. But if she has the opportunity, or if it means not helping Rosie, she, like, trails off, I think she'll take it.
Okay. Then, can you do me a favor in exchange for not telling her? maybe?
Yeah.
Can you help me convince her that getting Rosie out is beneficial to her?
You see, like, Jess has this, like, pained look. We're gonna get Rosie out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
We're gonna
He
get
says
her out.
with not much confidence.
But she nods at your request. She knows a lot. We need her right now.
As you say that, back up at the front, 15 feet away with the other four. Oh, you spot it. You notice the shift in the pattern of doors and the walls as you move into an administrative wing. And then from there, it's just another turn and you're in the medical wing. After one more turn, you see the door that leads to Rosie's room.
Nice. Let's go.
Got it. Right there. Right there.
You all walk in to this room, and you see Rosie lying in her bed. She has numerous wires leading in under her gown. She has the oxygen tube that runs up to her nose. She's got some kind of tubes going into her mouth. She's got electrodes hooked up to her arms and an IV, and numerous machines are whirring and beeping. And the heart rate monitor is beeping a slow but steady rhythm. But her heart rate has fallen and is barely above 40. Hovering there. The machines whir with a almost continuous humming sound. There's the rhythmic sound of the pump that is pumping oxygen. There's the continuous 40 BPM beeping of her heart rate. In a weird way, creating a sort of rhythmic tune that represents Rosie's life. Now that you are in Rosie's room, what are you all going to do?
I have a crazy idea. So, Jess had noticed that she had kind of gained the healing. Jess and Anne had gained the healing that Rosie had had with the glass. I know it might not, like, fix it, but she sees that the heart rate is slower, and she wants to keep this body, like, as stable as possible. And so you gave me an idea with the heart. And Jess wants to reach into Rosie's chest and keep her heart beating.
Like phase in?
Like Neo in fucking Matrix.
That's fucking metal.
Yes, that's so badass.
It's
dude.
1985, so Jess did it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Keanu Reeves.
Everyone stole her idea.
So
Kowski brothers got their idea from.
walk us. I know exactly what you're saying, but I want you to narrate what this looks like, because this is also what the others in the room are going to see. As you don't really preface it, you just walk up and what does it look like?
Looks like
Rosie.
What does this look like?
So I think what happens is Jess, like, panics when she sees Rosie, like, her heart rate has slowed, like, and I think maybe even to Jess, like, it looks maybe worse to her, and I think Jess panics and it's like, we have to keep her alive, and, like, plunges her hand in.
Jesus.
I think if Oak's not as concerned as he probably should be in this moment, there is this moment of shock when she juts forward. Like, he had a plan, but that plan has now gone to shit because okay, what is happening? But watching decision. That, but watching.
If anyone wants to stop her, please do.
No. I don't.
Okay.
But
nope.
You don't have to tell him. All he does is, I think what he would want to do is he'd get down, like if Billy placed him down, he would come over to you and you would just watch as he holds your hand next to you. What I want to try to do with you, Em, is I want to try, as you're doing that, to see if I can find a way to match pace and time that heart rhythm correctly so it gets back to normal cadence.
Coop's just still up all on Anne's back, and we're both just standing there like, what's happening?
So what I'm going to do, and what I'm going to say is this. Because you're working in sync, and this is something that to me feels very difficult to put a number on, to figure out a DC to say, oh, if you screw this up, you accidentally kill Rosie. Here's how I'm envisioning this. The two of you are working together. Oak is using his affiliation with time to make sure that you are staying synchronized. I almost picture it, and feel free to say otherwise, Jed. It's almost that Oak is squeezing your other hand to the rhythm that you should be trying to match.
Yep, I'm feeling her pulse and being like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and you are maintaining this partial phasing, but allowing your hand to be physical so that you can physically massage her heart. In the scope of the mechanics of the use of power tokens, I'm envisioning it like this. You spend a token, and you basically are doing this in a slow, rhythmic way, literally, so that as you spend a token, you're sort of refreshing that token. You're spending a token, you're refreshing it. I'm not going to require you, either of you, to spend any tokens or roll any dice. But, kind of like starting CPR on somebody, you're now locked into this. So the two of you have become the replacement for the heart rate machine, and you all begin to see it as the heart rate goes up 42, 44, 46, and begins to climb until it gets to 78. Sounds like a good, healthy, resting heart rate. As
coma BPM is.
So for this will persist for as long as the two of you maintain concentration. If Oak has his concentration disrupted in any way, Jess, you may be required to roll some dice to try to reattain that number. And if Jess gets disrupted, Jess, you may have to roll some dice to try not to hurt Rosie as you unphase. You're literally holding her heart in your hands. There's a lot that can go wrong. So the two of you have chosen an action, and you are locked into this action for the time being.
I think, Jess's hope is to, also try to imbue some of this healing to try and, make it so that the body itself is, ready for Rosie.
And I will say that something you realize, because the healing factor is new to you, but this is the first time you're doing, trying to do something prolonged. Never mind the fact that you're literally holding Rosie's heart in your hand, and maybe Jess is trying not to think too hard about what she's done. Once you did it kind of instinctively, and now you're kind of locked into it, and it's like, you? as you're kind of almost like a control valve, releasing some of this healing energy, you're noticing that right now in her current state, any healing that you, even if you envision it like just a little bit of an aura emanating from around her heart, it's immediately pushed back by whatever force is keeping her in this state. If you try to increase it a little bit, an equal force meets it. All you can do is be on standby so that if she can get back to her body, you can do what you said.
Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what she's doing. Then.
Love
just
it.
like at the ready.
Love it. Billy and Laz and Coop, Anne, what are you guys all doing? Anne, I'm Anne. What are you guys all doing?
Never mind. I'm doing this.
So I was literally looking to Oak, who seemed like he kind of had a plan here.
I do,
so
I do, but I can't stop now. I do. Maybe I can. Can I delegate? Can I talk during this? I mean, I know it's not. I don't want it to break my concentration on this.
If you interact with anybody more than a few words, your concentration is going into maintaining this heart rate.
Totally fair. I followed a friend, and I did a thing, and I'm proud that I did the thing. So now I look up and I go, okay, so we're here. I can't stop now. So I need you guys to provide a way. And he's pacing his words so he doesn't break concentration. I need you to find a way to provide her and TJ a means to getting back to her body. If the heart rate drops, we'll probably lose her.
The more you talk, that heart rate starts to drop.
I go into my bag and I pull out the compact mirror or mirror shard, whatever it was that I was using to try and look for Anne. If they're stuck in the mirror, then perhaps this is, a way for them to kind of get out.
Can I use one of my ghost tokens to talk to them through the mirror shard?
Look, I need to bring something up.
Okay.
If we're contacting you, you shouldn't have to expend any things because it's like a collect call.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that last time. Jess tried to get in touch with Rosie. I think it was like, okay, never mind. I will not do that. I just sure hope that someone else does.
I will say, Rosie,
I'm sorry,
that you are going to need your tokens because you are going to attempt to connect to the real world in a very meaningful way.
Never mind then. I changed my mind. I don't need to talk to these
But also, to
people
Tamiko's point completely, you don't have to expend any tokens. You're not using a power when they are trying to contact you.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I think
okay.
Jess would look to Anne. Help them. She says, like, earnestly.
Anne
promised.
Anne looks at you and says, I will do whatever I can. Rosie's... And she looks at you and looks down at where your hand is passed through her gown and into her chest. And Anne places her hand over top of where yours would be, over Rosie's heart, and says, Rosie's my friend too.
Then help them talk to her.
I'll do whatever I can. Anything.
Yeah, Jess nods at that.
And then Anne kind of looks expectantly at the rest of you.
So, one of the items that I have in my backpack, and I've had since we started this, is a set of drumsticks. Laz has one of those drumsticks out, and he is like tapping it on like the walls and the floor and the door, and he's got his other hand held like just millimeters away from whatever surface that he's tapping. What I would like to do is have him actually absorb the sound waves that are coming off of every surface that he is hitting. I want him to try to figure out the resonance of this room.
Holy shit.
Okay. I like it.
Good answer. Family Feud. Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Who's got a Ouija board? That's next.
No, I really like that.
Badass.
So
that was funny to me.
I'm also counting this as forgotten item is used.
Hey. Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah. I would say, because the absorption of energy is your power at its base level. So using your power as it was intended in a practiced way no longer requires power tokens. Instead, what you are doing is you are more trying to use your knowledge of music and sound to find that thing that resonates the best. And so I would like you to, your choice, use either brains or grit.
Grit.
Is that your D20?
Yes.
You were like, and I said grit, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. D8 versus a D20.
Yeah, go ahead and make a grit roll.
So. I'm going to spend 3 pops to make it an even 10.
Attaboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
From 57 to 54. Where's my pops? Where are my pops? There we go. 50.
Tamiko. Okay.
So what did I say? We went from 57 to 54. All right. This is also going to take you a little bit, because you are absorbing energy in small doses. There's a lot of different sounds here. There's the metal bed frame. There's the different plastic and metal components of the machinery, the walls, the floor tiles, clipboards, sign, you name it. There's all these different things you can be messing around with. So for this next little bit, it's just you kind of tapping surfaces, listening, and holding your hand. And we can almost see that as you tap something, you hear that. And it just sort of absorbs in, and you just gain that extra bit of energy. Hitting a 10 means that basically you're going to be able to absorb sort of a mid-level charge, if that makes sense. So you won't have something that's going to have like a full harmonic resonance of the crystals or a lightning bolt, but you're going to have sound energy that you can translate at sort of a mid-tier. Billy and Goop.
Billy can go first.
Go for it. I really don't have anything.
There are 2 options. Y'all can chime in if you like. What is it? There's the obvious. Coop can try to call Rosie or TJ. Or what is it? Coop can use his power to try to link everybody's mind for the resonance.
Everybody just went. That was
Wow.
great.
I'm okay with the with the mind link. If you'd rather go with the other one, I guess Billy would. If we really suspect that Persephone is like trying to fuck with us, then Billy could kind of like stand sentinel, try to like tap into his werewolf and like try to smell if anything else is coming. Keep his mind warded to other things trying to get in.
I think we need like some type of like homing beacon, like a lighthouse for Rosie.
Stop.
So I feel like the resonance, that would be my vote, is to have that kind of like amount of energy and power linking us together. I would imagine would create some type of like beacon.
Dare I say it? We'll create our own nexus point.
Oh my god. Let's do it, dude. With our powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
So
We create a lighthouse.
We make a lighthouse.
there's this movie. Now I know from a physical standpoint, you guys are doing something completely different. But how many people here have seen the OA, a short-lived series? Only got one season, I think, on Netflix. There's this amazing thing that has to do with it has to do with influence from another dimension, but these people use this rhythmic dance that's complex hand motions and stuff that they learn over time. And there's an incident that happens where these people from these vastly different walks of life suddenly come together, and in this circle they're creating these motions, and they actually prevent or assist in what's happening within the world. That's how I feel this is happening here. This would obviously make more sense if any of you had actually seen it, but
I like Chad's Whoville reference.
Yep, that's adorable.
I'm a simple Coop's a simple guy.
So
it's like,
but what I'm going to say is this is incredibly interesting because of the way in which it is going to tie in with.
Will it possibly decrease the DC on our final check as well?
Well, what I'm going to say is it's going to directly come into play in the next challenge as we see Coop linking everyone's minds and the activity of each individual person. And Anne puts a hand, even though Billy is sort of standing sentinel, I imagine Anne holds one of Billy's hands, but her other hand rests on Jessica's shoulder. And as the rest of you allow yourselves to be linked by Coop, again, because this is a thing that you're trying to maintain for the moment, I'm not going to require any dice rolls from anybody. Those will come in later. And as we sort of see this move around, shifting through the scene, we get
everybody
to...
thinks of their favorite Rosie memory.
Oh.
Don't get ahead. As we come to TJ and Rosie. For reasons you don't fully understand, the collapsing of the mirror world for the moment seems to have slowed down. It doesn't seem to be chasing you as persistently. And Rosie, you notice that you feel a little bit stronger.
All right, let's go.
You have a little bit of breathing room. If the two of you want to talk about what has happened as you continue walking through these seemingly endless halls, once again back in the Mirror World's version of the Nexus Laboratory.
This place is trying to get to us, man. It's trying to get us to say things that we wouldn't say, and like commit to things that we wouldn't commit to. We got to stay focused.
No,
I can't hear you. It's so. Oh, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know what. So strong.
I feel stronger.
Yo, it's deflating. I feel so fucking weak. It's in my mind and it just knows. So I look at you and I'm like, fucking slap me.
I don't want to.
Do it.
And because upon him saying that he's feeling weak, Rosie was just about ready to share with him that she's feeling strong, and she's like, And then when he asks him to slap him, she's gonna go ahead and why not? Like, whoops.
Fucking deserve. I don't know why. It's
Why
not
did
working.
I do that?
It's not working. When I had that the heart thing, it didn't do this. Now it just fucks with me again. It's like I don't have any protection. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't say that I understand, but I can empathize, I guess.
And he like punches the wall. He's like fucking pissed. This isn't how it's supposed to fucking go.
You keep saying that. What do you mean? How is it supposed to go? Where are we supposed to
I don't know.
be?
Okay, I don't. Not this.
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here quickly. Before that thing fucks with us again. We gotta, if this is the Nexus Labs, that means my body is around here somewhere. We can find where I'm at, and maybe that's, maybe we can reach out to the others that way.
We need a fucking win. You know, like, this is just like baseball, right?
Yeah, one inning
Finish
at a
the
time.
fucking inning.
Yeah.
Finish
the
inning.
Yeah.
The fucking bat, right?
Yeah. And then like Rosie's like getting hyped.
So he fucking reaches. He reaches over and he fucking hands a ball. He has a ball and he fucking hands it to you and he goes, "Let's finish the fucking inning and get the bat."
Yeah, let's go. And Rosie, I think, starts like taking off at a run. She doesn't know exactly where she's going, but she's just going based on vibes. And she is trying to find the medical area of the labs.
The two of you, similar to the opening narration, except this time the camera stays with you. As you begin moving through the halls, it's more like you're moving with purpose. And I'm imagining that it cuts to scenes of before important games when you come running out from the locker rooms, you come through the tunnel onto the field, shots of you leaving the dugout and running up the base, shots of you hitting a homer and running the bases, occasional shots as you take a wrong turn, a shot of one of you getting struck out, or getting a pop fly caught up. See, I know baseball, I know sports stuff.
I know sports ball.
I had to interject. Craig caught me literally zoning out while he was telling me something about the Tigers game the other day. So I had to show off a little bit. But these scenes are sort of intercut with these scenes of you two making your way through these halls. And sure enough, the pattern of the halls changes and you find yourself in the administrative wing. You make another couple turns, and there you see the medical wing and the door that leads to your room, Rosie.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
As you push through the door and enter your room, you see the room is much larger than the room in the real world. And it's just your body lying there on the bed with the machines. And the door in another part of the room opens. And darkness spills into the room and takes a humanoid form. As Ndawa Aki looks at you. So, it comes to this. And he looks at the two of you, and he looks at your body, gauging the distance. And you're both equal distant from the body, which in this enlarged room is like 50 feet away.
I want to fire this fucking baseball I have in my hand as hard as I can at Ndawaki. I want to hit him. I want to hit him in his stupid ghost shadow face.
Make a fight.
Crit? Oh.
What's your fight die?
Say?
Well,
10.
you're making an attack.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Go ahead and make a fight check.
Okay. Here I go. The 1. That was stupid.
You throw this ball with all your might.
Damn it. No, not on this. Not on this.
And the ball closes half the distance between you and Ndawa Aki. And then as it's spinning, it just kind of goes shh and stops halfway between the two of you, and then it just goes doom, doom, doom.
God.
And falls to the ground.
Like the bullets in the Matrix.
But as it hits the ground,
reference of the night.
As it hits the ground, it goes doosh, 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 and resonates throughout the room. As in the real world, you don't know where it comes from, how you found it, but you find the thing in the room, and it just happens to be a partially loose tile that coincides exactly with where this baseball fell in the mirror world. And it's the most resonant. It's not the loudest, but it's the most resonant spot. And all of a sudden, as in the real world, we see Laz hitting that rhythm perfectly, that baseball sound. And as the sound waves move towards where you're lying in the bed, Rosie, it creates this pulse rhythm. And where your bed is, we see as the space behind it seems to shift. And suddenly, as if coming out of nowhere, 2 angled mirrors appear. 2 more mirrors. 2 more mirrors. Mirrors begin unfolding at angles all around this room until there are innumerable Rosies in this room. And Dawa looks at you and looks back at your body. I don't care if there's a myriad. I don't care if there's an infinite number. I won't stop until I find the real one. And thus begins your third and final challenge. You are going to be TJ and Rosie. You are going to be competing against Ndawa Aki to find the real Rosie. This is not, I should say, I said the final challenge. This is the final of the 3 challenges before you, the actual attempt. This is going to be the final attempt to adjust the DC of the ultimate challenge.
Big money,
So,
no whammy.
the way this works, TJ and Rosie working together, you have 6 stats: fight, flight, brawn, charm, grit, and brains. You may only each use one of the 6. If one of you uses a skill, the other one cannot use that skill. You must get 3 successes before you get 3 failures. 3 failures means Indawa Aki has succeeded. I'm drawing on some old school 4th edition skill challenges here. One of my favorite things. I have set DCs, and the DCs will increase with each time you make an attempt. So mechanically, I'm setting out the rules for you. Narratively, you can, well, not only can, will be required to tell me how you're using a skill to try to eliminate the ones that aren't you, or to try to find. I will allow the other players in the real world to make an interjection describing how they are assisting to make it easier to locate your body, given everything they've done. And I will determine
I have a tricky question, Jake.
Yes, go with your question.
Obviously, Ghost Rosie has her backpack with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is real Rosie's backpack in this room?
Yes.
Coop's gonna go rifling through her backpack. Sorry in advance, Rosie.
That's fine.
He's going to pull out 2 items he knows that she has.
Before you say what they are, I will remind you, you are trying to maintain everybody's harmonic resonance. This will break that if you go rifling through her backpack.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
You can do it. It will, and you would have to restart it. So.
No, never mind.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. Good doing what I'm doing.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to figure out is I want your interaction to have an impact on their checks.
Like pluses.
Here's what I'll do. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting Anne. Okay. So this seems fair. Each one of you gets 1 attempt to add a +1 to one of their checks. If you want to, if a check this is after they've rolled, you can determine if you want to bolster it, and this is in addition to any domain pops that might be done. But if somebody rolls bad enough, 2 of you could decide to work together and give a +2. But that means you can no longer have your +1 available at a different time. Make sense? Each of you has a free +1 that you can award to Rosie or TJ, and you only get 1. That includes Anne. In this instance, I will leave Anne's decision of +1 in your hands. Does anybody have any questions on the mechanics of this challenge?
I don't think so.
Okay. Rosie and TJ, there are a myriad of bodies. So many so that already you see Indawa Aki rushing forward. And you'll notice that Indawa isn't haphazardly just throwing bodies aside. He needs your body, Rosie. He needs you to get out. And so Indawa Aki is in a surprising display from this shadow creature, approaching the bedside of each of these, and seems to be looking at equipment, looking at Rosie. Sometimes you see lifting up the eyelids or listening for breath or doing various things. And only then will you see as he rakes a claw through, and then the illusion dissipates. And as it dissipates, it's the sound of one of these mirrors shattering and crashing to the floor. What, TJ and Rosie, are you going to do? Talk amongst yourselves. You each get 1 of the 6 skills to try and do this.
So, I mean, what is your D20, Craig?
Mine is brawn. I have a 20 plus 1.
Okay. Mine is grit. So
Okay.
I think I will use grit.
All right.
the things get harder, so I would save your d20s for third.
They get harder. I missed that.
Your DC. So each one of these 6 skills will have a DC. That it does not matter which skill you use. It only matters each time you make an attempt.
Challenges themselves got harder.
Yes, each time.
I think that was the...
No. Ted's right. I said this at the beginning.
Okay. Oh, okay.
As you make a check, so example, let's say you make a charm check. It has a low DC. Your second check will have a higher DC, and so on.
Okay.
Each of the 6 checks gets harder.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ted. Okay, in that case, I am gonna. So my brawn is my second highest. So I'm gonna go with. I'll go with fight, which is my third highest. And I guess I am going to. I think Rosie.
Flight is my 12. So my second is flight. So brawn and flight are my top.
Brawn and flight are your top. Well, those are bad for me. So I'm gonna. Man. Well, I guess brawn is my second best. What is your brawn?
20 plus 1.
Okay, I have a 12 plus 4. So tell you what, how about I'm just gonna do the fight for now.
All right, that's my second highest.
Okay, so brains then. I'll do brains. I got a good feeling about this.
Brains, I got D4, so.
Okay, brains is my 4th highest, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna defer to TJ. So I guess Rosie is trying desperately to, in the images. Okay, should I roll first and then narrate? You think, Jake?
No, I want you to narrate what you're going to attempt to do, and then we'll roll the dice, because then we'll determine if there's other factors to affect it.
Okay. So I think Rosie is to the best of her ability. Obviously, brains are not really her thing, but she's looking at the machines that all these false Rosies are connected to, and seeing if like the numbers like make sense, or if like there's any kind of screwiness in the digital displays. Because maybe like there's like numbers are backwards perhaps in several of them, or like
my digital watch.
Yes, like there's clues that some of them are fake. Okay, here I go.
I like it.
That okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 pops.
What did you roll?
5. I rolled a 1.
Okay. And you're gonna spend how many?
4.
Now, is that a combined or is it 1 roll per? So can I add?
No.
With my?
Nope.
Okay.
Only one of you gets to use fight. Rosie used it. Fight is now off the table. Or sorry, brains.
No.
Brains. Brains is now off the table.
God
so,
damn it. God damn it.
Rosie, you let me make sure I get our numbers straight here.
50 is what we have now.
So you'll be at 50, so I'll change this to 45. Coop, as you are harmonizing, maintaining the harmony of all of your friends, you pick up, kind of like in music, when voices are harmonizing, and you start with just a couple voices, and then you add a couple more. They're still harmonizing on this same frequency, but you can hear when new voices are added. You feel TJ and Rosie's presence as you sense the harmony frequency increasing. You know that they're close now, and they are trying to figure out how to get back. Rosie,
Is there any way I can pump up the volume?
Dance.
Rosie has a total of 5 right now. And remember, in these challenges, I don't tell you what the actual DCs are.
Right.
So
I did say that the DC is going up on each one. Thanks again for that, Ted.
So, does anybody want to attempt to... Are you attempting to give a +1?
Yeah, I think narratively, once Coop feels those presences, He's going to try to amplify the signal. So, yep, give her my +1.
Okay. That is a total of 6. Also, because I think it'll be fun for me, I'm not going to tell you how many fails and successes you have until you reach one of them.
Oh, God.
I will tell you only that the number of rosies is decreasing.
Yay, my favorite. Oh.
You are frantically looking around. TGR Rosie, what's the next skill you want to use to try to suss this out?
I'm gonna give this one to TJ. What do you want to do, bud?
Well, brains is my low. So do you want to stay with the low?
So is it 3? Is it 3 challenges each?
Yeah, is
or
it
3
3 total,
challenges?
or do we have to go
Between the two
tonight?
of you, you need to get 3 successes before you get 3 failures.
Okay.
Not
So-
each of you get 3 successes and failures.
Okay.
You are working
TJ,
together.
Craig, I would go with your second highest for now. I think we need a win.
All right, I'm gonna go with flight then, which is my 12.
One explosion.
10.
Hey, let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go.
10
That's great.
on flight.
Yeah.
Okay, you rolled the die, but what are you doing? How are you using your flight?
I think that with my flights, I am like looking for in the bed. I am like I think with the flight, I think with each one that's that I figure out whether it is or not, I put like a hospital corner in the bed, so I know I've already used it.
Oh, look at you, soldier boy.
So that way I'm not taking it off the board, so he still has to go through it, but we know that we've already checked that.
I like that. I like that.
Hell yeah.
That is something I hadn't thought of. The next, whichever one of you does the next check, I'm lowering the DC by 1 as a sort of inspiration, if you will, for that. You've thought of something that even I hadn't considered, and it's pretty genius. I didn't hear anybody say they wanted to add anything. Going once. Going twice.
You know what? Actually, I will go ahead and use that because I feel like it might be just over a 10 for the DC at this point. And so I will go ahead and use my +1 on that. I think that for me, how would I narrate this? I feel like as TJ's going through the motions of going around these different rosies, it's that almost mechanical, like folding and flipping. Like it's that meticulousness that Oak would have, that OCD that Oak would have to like remind himself of what bed is what. That he's so like him and TJ are in sync in that like their hand you watch as like their hands synchronize with the flipping and folding of,
and it's like I think because none of you truly has an awareness of what's happening on the other side exactly. It's represented in this way that Oak's free hand suddenly starts making these motions.
It's just like slightly
of like whatever TJ's doing, you're mirroring that motion.
Ooh.
I love it. Okay, I've marked success or failure on the second one. Okay, brains and flight are now off the table. 4 checks remain.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a grit check. I'm going.
Grit's my 10.
Okay, grit's my D20.
Okay.
But again, I think if we can get there, if you got to knock
The
out
quicker, the better.
Throw it in the first round. That's my take on it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think what Rosie is doing to represent grit is I think she kind of like in this like panic, like in this like we're racing in Dawaki.
And Dawaki is breaking mirrors left and right as he's eliminating not Rosie's.
The tension is so high and it's just going up and up and up and up. And I think in this is like a mental grit. Rosie like stops and takes like a deep breath and refocuses and is trying to then again make her motions like orderly and intentional rather than panicked. So I think that this is like a mental grit. Okay,
I like
here we
it.
go. Come on. Seriously. Yeah.
This was your D20?
Yeah, and it was terrible.
What was it?
It was a 2. It was a fucking 2.
Okay.
Now, can you use a pop to re-roll?
I can use it.
Not to re-roll.
Okay.
I think
Damn it.
Jess and Anne would help and give a +2 to grit for this.
How
is it possible to get with a 2 enough, pops and bonuses?
Well, you have
to really
51.
turn this into a success?
You have 51 pops at your disposal, so yes.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Right,
pop
but
it
I don't know
up.
how many, Rosie's willing to spend here. She had said she didn't want to spend down.
If it's life or death, then I think it's time.
So I want to hear from M first.
Yeah.
How are Jess and Anne contributing for this +2? What do you see that looking like? And I can even...
Imagine...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. What were you?
I was just going to say, I can almost see in the moment everybody sort of being a part of this. In a weird way, it's like you realize, because of Coop's efforts, you know that you're all in sync. So there's almost this awareness of, well, you can't read each other's thoughts. Well, Coop probably could, but you can't read each other's thoughts. There's this heightened intuition. And I imagine almost at the same moment, you and Anne look at each other and have this silent agreement that whatever you're about to do, you're both in agreement that you're going to work together to do it. And so I'll let you decide what it is you're doing.
So as Jess is... like pumping Rosie's heart,
I
think
feel an
that she-
arrhythmia. Sorry.
I was gonna say she could feel it like fluttering and like trying to like get out of sync, and like I think she can even see like Rosie's breath like becoming more erratic. And I think that Anne has her hand on the chest, Jess has her hand on Rosie's chest, and Jess has her hand in the heart. And I think through that they just kind of keep the rhythm steady. And I'd like to think that that maybe somehow like psychically like translates to how Rosie, feels. Like she just has this like kind of like fortitude, like a runner's high, that kind of feeling that she gets.
Rosie, your 2 is now a 4.
Okay, and
this is the third
I'm gonna
of potentially
hold on.
6 checks. So
I'm gonna spend 6, and I'll make that a 10. I'm so sorry. I feel like such an asshole.
And don't be an asshole. I don't think that's going to be enough.
You should do another 5.
How much
go
would
to
you suggest?
I would go to
15.
15.
Yeah.
Sounds like
So-
you have support, so I wouldn't
11
question
11
it.
You're going to spend 11
pots.
ops.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. Let's do it.
I was gonna say, don't
Wait.
die
I
with
could
comps.
just, I could just
It's
fucking
this
roll
time.
well. I could
It's
just fucking.
this time.
Oh,
Like
I just
we're
like
in-
chucked my D20 off to the side, and in case anybody's curious, it landed on a 19. So that's great.
Hooray!
Oh my god.
Okay, so you've spent 11 to bring your total to a 15. As Rosie,
Fuck me.
you were now there was so much tension trying to get to this point. I forgot what it was you were doing.
I was just trying to calm myself.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, because the panic is rising in the mirror world, and I'm trying to
yeah, there's this moment of in the tension of everything, and TJ frantically looking around and identifying and the breaking glass of Ndawa Aki getting a little bit frantic as he realizes or maybe doesn't realize, but TJ, you notice that Ndawa Aki is absolutely wasting time looking at some of the ones that you've already identified as not Rosie. And there's just this spotlight, and Rosie, you and you, for a moment, you don't know where it comes from, but you just suddenly feel, you swear you can feel the presence of your friends. And for a moment, you just, unprompted, you just see a quick memory flash of memories of each Jessica and Anne. And you open your eyes, and there's a large number of not Rosies that you quickly identify as not Rosie. We are on our fourth check. Brains, grit, and flight are off the table. Fight, brawn, and charm are now available.
I'm gonna give this
I got
one to TJ. Yep.
D6 charm.
Use your
D8
brawn.
plus 1
Use your
fight.
brawn.
All right, that's my 20 plus 1.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, how are you using your brawn?
Oh, I think that if I identify with this one, with the brawn, once I identify that it's not Rosie, I am going to take that bed and slam it into Ndawa Key
Okay.
to distract him further and maybe buy some time. I'm trying to get more time, so I'm thinking brawn is brawn is one of those things that it's kind of delicate right now, so brawn is going to have to be like actual brawn and make it an attack.
Yep. Roll that dice.
Yes, 19. Dirty 20.
Oh my god, yes, Craig.
Dirty 20.
Yes, Craig.
Woo.
Thank you.
Hell of a good one.
This is thematically appropriate because TJ knows how the mirror world works. He's comfortable here.
I'm gonna
Celebrate now because my other dice are really low.
So you figure out with your brawn and kind of building on what Carrie just said, you realize that you can affect not only the ones that you've figured out are reflections and not the real Rosie. As you find this one, you realize it's the perfect one to throw at Ndawa because you can also affect a reflection of it that's closer to Ndawa. And in essence, you throw these in a way that you slam Ndawa Aki between the two beds. As you do so, you suddenly hurl this. Because we're dealing with all these angled mirrors, it's not just these two beds. It's a multitude of beds that suddenly go almost like through a kaleidoscope. They slam into Ndawa Aki, and there's a sudden crashing of breaking glass as glass begins to shatter all around the room. And suddenly, there is only one Rosie left in the middle of the room.
Ooh,
With
nice.
that, you received only one failure and 3 successes.
Okay, good.
You have won this challenge.
Way to go, you
Needed
two.
that one, boy.
Way to go, Craig. Nicely done.
Now,
Shit.
as you see the one remaining, one true Rosie, the true reflection in the mirror world of your body, Rosie, on the other side, you look and you see the spectral images. Oak, Coop, Billy, Laz, Jessica, and Anne. And you do see Anne's or Jessica's. Dang it. Almost got through a whole game without messing up names. Take your bingo square,
Yes!
you dirty bastards.
You dirty bastards.
You see Jessica's spectral hand reaching into your chest. And you realize you can almost feel that Jessica is keeping your heart rhythm steady with the assistance of the others. And you realize Coop is helping to keep everybody resonating on the same frequency, a frequency that Laz has found and is absorbing. You can see these spectral images of him absorbing energy. You see Billy, stoic, wolf-like, standing sentinel, ready for any dangers. And you see
I've got the stone out
Yep.
and ready.
You see Oak helping Jessica to maintain the perfect rhythm of the heartbeat. And you hear TJ and Rosie, a sudden baleful howl from Ndawa Aki as the spectral form of the wolf holding its hand upward, and almost involuntarily in the real world, Billy, you feel the stone pulling your hand upward, and all of you see as light begins to emanate from the moonstone. And the spectral version in the mirror world, like a lighthouse, a bursting radiant light emanates, and Dawa Aki screams and begins scrabbling. He is now fighting against something that is painful to him. Rosie, you look at your body and you realize all you have to do now is use it to cross over to the other side. But you also know you have no idea how to do that. And you look over at TJ, and TJ is looking at you and looking at Ndawa and looking at your body, and something about TJ's body language and the look on his face tells you TJ might know how this is going to work. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Next week will be the final challenge that actually determines. I will tell you.
Ugh, god damn it.
I will tell you that for the final DC, you both, because it was a joint success,
We both lowered our DC.
you both lowered your DC by a number. So TJ failed the first 2 challenges. The number that TJ's DC is lowered by is greater than the number by which it was increased for the first 2 failures. So it is a net gain.
Oh.
And Rosie, you only failed 1 challenge. You succeeded
Yeah.
with cost at the second challenge. The number that you succeeded by and lowered your DC by is exponentially better than what you increased it by failing. And I did use exponentially correctly in that instance.
Yeah.
What this means is, again, I'm still not telling you what the DCs are for the final challenge. Now, this touches on something that some of the players were asking in the in the side chat. For this final challenge, it is primarily going to be TJ and Rosie having to make a roll versus this DC. The dice you will be using will be your power tokens. Each of you will be able to narratively affect their successes during the challenge. Each of you will be able to roll 1 power token in assistance for either Rosie or TJ.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Of course, I will go over all of this again next week, but
Thank you.
this is, like I said, I considered almost every angle of this when I was building this challenge out to make it in a way, because I did anticipate that you all were going to be like, we want to help. There's got to be a way we can help. And, but I definitely wanted there to be a lot of challenge to it. Let me ask you this, because in the spirit of, we're always pretty open about how we play these games, and I kind of, for a long time, this is not your the Kids on Bikes you get out of this book is not the Kids on Bikes we play. We play a highly modified version of it. How, and feel free to be as honest as you would like to. I hope you're gonna be honest. How did you like or dislike the blind DCs and not knowing success or failure levels on the final challenge there?
I think for something like this, where the stakes are supposed to be very high, and the pressure is supposed to really be built, I think that's kind of the only way to do it. Because if you give us, even if it's like a super high DC, we still know, and there's still like a comfort in that, and I don't think you wanted us to be comfortable. So in that way, it worked very well.
It also, like kind of tagging on to that, like, oh well, in order to get to DC 10 on the first check, 15 on the next check, whatever, I was like, all right, well, I rolled a 7. I'll use 8 tokens. It takes away like the narrative choice, the gamble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when we got 50 some points, like we could be like, all right, well, let's gather what we think the DC is, dump a whole bunch of things, and move on. The tension's gone.
Yeah, I think it definitely adds to the drama. So I'm a fan of the way you did it. So,
and to be clear, I'm not looking for accolades on this. It's just more, it's an untried. It's the first time I've done something like this, and I'm looking for your genuine reactions to it, almost like a play test, I guess.
It was good.
I would, absolutely. I have to agree. I mean, and the scariest thing in horror is the thing that your mind cannot completely grasp. It's the unknown, and like not knowing whether we've passed the threshold or not is far scarier than the threat of a number. And this, in my opinion,
I made a comment in our side chat that this was very tense for me because I'm sitting here hovering over knowing what the DCs are, and I'll say this: Ted was dead right that you should have spent more tokens than you did, because you would have missed the DC by 1 and had a failure if you had gone with what you said.
10, really?
And that's with the DC had been lowered because of Craig's inspiration, basically. Knowing what the potential cost is, if I have to mark that you fail all of these, knowing what the cost is because you succeeded with cost on a challenge, knowing what the cost was when you failed the first challenge, all of those things as a DM, it's like, oh, because I'm not a DM that kills a lot of players. And so knowing what the cost is, it's kind of like, oh, I might actually have to go through with this. So, no, thank you for that feedback. If anybody else wants to add to it, go ahead. I'm
the dark horse. I think the suspense is great, but I also like to know the freaking DC.
I get that. I get that too.
And
I wanted to know as well, but for the tension, for the stream, to add the level of drama of what this is supposed to be, you have to not know.
thought it was Carrie that was rolling and not me.
That made me so angry. I'm literally still angry, even though it all worked out. It's in my body right now.
I wouldn't, and this is definitely not a mechanic I would use willy-nilly. This is reserved for this kind of a thing. It's a literal life or death situation for this character. And the circumstances, the nature of our campaign, everything kind of piled on. I kind of believe that this is most likely the only time this would come up in our game. But knowing we have it on deck if we have to, let's hope Coop doesn't end up in a mirror world or something fighting for his life.
Hey. Golly.
No. This means, Craig and I always joke, he always jokes that he's not trying to get more screen time, but as we predicted, there will be what originally was a 1 to 2, maybe 3 part is now going to be 4 parts. But I can guarantee that the final challenge determining Rosie's life or death happens next week. So you are not going to want to miss that. Also, as just a fun fact, we get 5 Thursdays in October. And the last Thursday of the month is the 30th. So we will be playing a game the day before Halloween. So do with that what you will. Thank you, everybody who tuned in to this very tense episode of Kids on Bikes. Welcome to Paradise, Michigan. Thank you to, of course, to Carrie for the bits, to Miko for the community sub drop, contributing to those, and RQ Stefan. Good to see you again, resubbing for 59 months.
That's a lot of months.
So thank you, RQ Stefan. Thank you to everybody in chat hanging out and following along. Always appreciate seeing those conversations. And if you're somebody that likes to lurk quietly, or maybe you're watching on the VOD with us, know that we appreciate you and hope you enjoy these games as much as we enjoy playing them. But of course, the biggest thank you of all goes to these amazing players who, for whatever reason, week after week, let me continue to twist and turn their characters around. That look, they just wanted to hang out on the beach in the summer and meet some new friends and have a good time, and instead they're fighting for their lives in mirror worlds and literally holding one another's hearts and all that kind of stuff. So
also, what the fuck was up with the heart tether with Ann and Jessica? That was like, I went by the wayside, but what the
they
fuck?
did go by the wayside. It's just,
I mean, it's just, I guess I understand.
You gotta, once you get past this, you gotta have something that's a new mystery to carry you into the next episodes.
Yeah.
Just another thing for you to worry about. Wait till Billy finds out there's something else to worry about. No, but seriously, I couldn't ask for a better group of players to go on these adventures, and you have quite literally shaped this campaign into this wild thing that it is, with each of your individual characters and the way you play them and you as players. So I thank you as heartily tonight as I have for every other one of our nearly, if not more than 100 games of this that we've played so far. Thank you, Chad, Tamiko, Carrie, Ted, Jeremy M, and Craig, without whom this would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want. Metadata.
It's the final count.